Is it working with Google is your dream job? So dream job is not company. Okay, so dream job is something about the mechanics. What's your ideal work day? What you want to do when you have to work? Okay, so you have to decide yourself, like what is your dream job to be. So if you are a civil engineer, if you're a mechanical engineer, if you're an IT computer engineer, or you're an electronics engineer. Okay, so when you are in probably in third year or the last year, okay, so when you start your thinking about your campus placement and other things, so you have to start thinking about your dream job, what I want to achieve it, right? Because when you start thinking about your dream job, then and then only you can have the thinking, like thinking the like what could be the way, what could be the companies I should go for the interview. So like this, you should start the thinking from your third year itself, like what could be my dream job. Obviously it's the so it's not the like company. Okay, so you should think the dream job, and uh, that job, which company can give me that job. Okay, so you should think like that one. So consider, if you wanted to operate a lathe machine entire day, is it your dream job? If yes, then it's irrespective of the company, right? So many student I observed that they wanted to be placed in the only MNCs, and they don't want to take the challenge to be working in small scale companies. Okay, so if your dream job is to work use the lathe machine, it could be the small shop that is in apartment, or it could be the company, the big company, okay, that is working in the lathe machine. Okay, so you have to decide your dream job. What is your dream job irrespective of the company? Okay, and be honest, whatever it is, describe your mechanics of your dream job rather than the naming of the company. Okay, so you have to be honest while while deciding the factor what it is your dream job, and what could be what challenges that I have to take when I'm at the dream job. Okay, and be authentic. Okay, whatever it is, if yes, I wanted only this type of job, then do it. Okay, so key points that we are going to discuss it is here: how to prepare your CV, how to prepare for an interview, how to present yourself, your thoughts and views effectively, expectation from other side of the table, what if the company is looking, or for what type of candidates the company is looking. Then we'll see commonly asked questions. What technical skill won't you get there, and do's don't during the interview, how to develop mindset to face an interview, and then finally we'll have the question and answer. So let's start. How or what to write in your CV or resume. Is it biodata? No, is it not? So you have to be some. I observed some of the people that they are still writing the biodata in their CV. Is it not? Right. You have to write CV or resume as a header of uh, your CV. Okay, so it should be proper things. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Using an appropriate email address. I multiple times while taking the interview, when I see the CV, okay, I see the email addresses like sweetie@gmail.com. Is it the correct way to put it? It should be like your first name, last name. Then if you want to mix some characters over there, or the um, integer like this that you want to add it maybe. So you have to make your appropriate email address. Okay, if my name is Amol Rokde, it should be like Amol Rokde whatever it is. Okay, if it is not available, then you have to make it appropriate email address. While preparing the CV, having spelling errors and bad grammar, puts the bad image on the interviewer. So kindly avoid that one. Poor formatting is also big issues that I can see, in the CVs. So you have to take care of those things as well. Formatting should be proper. Your contact details should be in top of that one. So when we see the first page, it should have your contact details, your email address, your name, your phone number, your correct phone number. Sometimes even I observed that the candidate puts the wrong phone number in their CV. So that should not happen. That makes the bad impression over the recruiter. Okay, you're not even putting the correct phone number. An original personal profile. Okay, whatever it is, mention clearly. Okay, whatever it is. So don't add some false experience and other things that are not related to your professional experience in your CV. Don't make your CV too long. Okay, keep it simple, max 2 pages that you have to make it. As a fresher, it's I think it's not too much to write in the CV. So the two-page CV is fine. That uh, it should not be more than two pages. Okay, putting the wrong contact information that I already said. So you have to be correct. You should put your the contact details correctly, email address, phone number. Phone number should start with +91, like this. You should put. So, and don't keep your CV to specific role. Okay, keep it common. Okay, so sometimes I could see you prepare some different CVs for different profiles. Okay, so some candidates. So you have to be specific to your you have to keep your CV only one, and that it should not be specific to role. Okay, so this is some basic things that you have to take care while you are creating the CV. Okay, so let's talk about the unemployment. So the unemployment, if you can see, in 2017 it was 3.7%, in 2019 it was 7.2%, in 2020 it was 10.3%, in 2021 it was 10.07%. Does it mean that the companies don't have vacancy? No, it's not. The companies have lots more vacancies and many more vacancies that they have, but they are not getting the right talent what they are looking at. Okay, I'll give an example. Consider I'm the experienced person, maybe 5 years of experienced person. I'm working in XYZ company, and if I want to hire one fresher, okay, so if I hire that fresher and he takes and I suppose I have given one job to him to work on, okay, and he takes my 15 minutes, sorry, 30 minutes to understand the things like how to do the job. Okay, and if I can complete that job in 15 minutes, then obviously the company will check that why should we hire the freshers. Okay, so all things that you have to be clear that what you want to do and how you want to do. Okay, so how many you things that really that you are in wrong place. Okay, when you are doing the engineering, sometimes yeah, we think that yes, we wanted to be a doctor, we wanted to be some government officer, but yeah, I didn't get the chance, so I am at the wrong place. So do you really think that you are in the wrong place? So don't think like that. When you obviously you have chosen this stream, you have to be here and you have to complete it. Okay, so 72% of people fails the interview due to lack of preparation. Okay, so they have the caliber to crack the interview, but they do not prepare it. Okay, so while preparing the interview, you have to be clear that for which job that you are applying. Do I have that skill set to apply the job? My skill set is matching to that job or not? If it is not, then do not apply for that job. Okay, then is it the company that I'm looking, or is it the job that I'm looking? Will it fit for me? Can I do that one? Okay, so before applying to that job, check all these points. Okay, so the feeling of failing, the chances of failing will be less uh, when you check all these points. Check about the company's information. Go to Google, check the what company is looking, what is their products, how much stable they are. Okay, so my point is, while applying for the interview, to be prepared. Okay, so you have to be prepared while applying to it. So if consider any company to be come in for campus placement, so they have the rounds, like the first round is aptitude test, second round is group discussion, the third round maybe technical interview or whatever it is interview. So you have to be prepared. If it is aptitude test, you have to prepare for aptitude test. If it is a group discussion, you have to prepare for group discussion. You cannot go blankly over there, right? So try to prepare before the interview is given. Okay, some candidates what they are doing is just give the interview, will get the experience, and then we can have the experience in other interviews. Okay, that experience can be used for other interviews, but don't do like that. You are losing your opportunities for some specific company. So prepare yourself for the interviews. So what my suggestion is that when you are in third year, second semester, you should start looking at the companies, what they are working, and you should start your placement activities from third year, second semester only. So you will get a more idea to about the companies, how they are, what they are looking, how they are looking. Okay, so you'll get the more opportunities in last year. Let's go to next. What is your dream job? Okay, don't get confused. Okay, some people multiple times I'm observed that if it is a mechanical student, take example of mechanical student. Okay, they think that should I work in the quality or should I work in the production or should I go to design? Okay, so keep in your mind that what you want to do is, if you want to go to design, I want to go to quality, I want to go to production. If it is a computer IT, what you want to do? You want to do development, you want to do the testing, or what is stream that you have to do, or what uh, in which cycle you want to work it. Okay, so decide that one. It should not be like that, yeah, the company is coming to a placement and the campus placement, and then we'll just apply it, and we'll apply to that company and we'll give the interview. Okay, don't do like that one. To get the dream job, describe your dream job by writing down your ideal work day. Okay, how you want to work, your contributions, your expectation, and your outcomes. Okay, means what you want to be. Okay, you wanted to work as a XYZ engineer, like this. So it will help you to clarify your choice of the company to apply for the jobs. I can understand that as a fresher, there could be less opportunities to apply for the job in the companies, but still there are lots of companies, they are hiring for freshers. Okay, so write down your dream. Yeah, can you hear me now, Shruti?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Yeah, can you just make me the host? Anyone? Sorry, the electricity goes and my broadband stopped. So,
So you can continue.
okay, thank you. So, right now we are facing, I think, lots of challenges with the electricity, and that makes us difficult. Okay, let me start with. Sorry, where it was. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the job is, it's a marriage that you have to do it, because we are spending more than hours that we are in home. Okay, if it is 10 to 7 job, we are spending around 9 to 10 hours in the office. So you have to you have to be specific when you are applied to job. You have to read carefully the job description. You have to check the website of the company carefully, what's their products, what are their services, how their company culture is, that how their team profiles, in case if you get the chance to meet of them, any of them in the interview. Yeah, if it is fit for you, then you can go with applying for the job and giving the interview. So this is a big factor, plays this plays a big role while you are applying the job. So when you know their product and services, their company cultures, what they are working, this help you to get the more idea about the interview, or you can speak more in the interviews. Okay, the next, why? Then think why you need this job. Okay, not only job, but why you need this job. Once you have some opportunity to apply, then think and write, this is the specific reasons why I need this job only. Okay, so think like this. Then you have to make one elevator pitch. Why it is an elevator? Okay, so because this is the one sentence which pitches to the interviewer, right? So you can make a sentence like, I'm a programmer with 10-year experience specializing creating the unique web applications which improves the visitor experience. Okay, so this impress the interviewer, what it is like, which improves the visitor experience. Okay, so you have to make like this one sentence. Okay, and when the time comes, then you have to say this sentence to interviewer. So again, you can add like, I'm looking forward to enhance my programming as well as the management skill to hopefully develop and inspire of my own. Okay, so create one elevator speech before applying to the interviewer. So you can, once you have opportunity, then you can say these things. I'll let you know when you have to say these things. Okay, so when was the last time that you applied something you learned in the class? Today morning, last week, last year, or didn't get opportunity so far? Okay, so think like this. So whatever it is, try to be applied in everyday life. What things that you learn? Okay, and when you learn anything a day and try to apply it, maybe today or in the week, you will keep remembering those things. Okay, so try to apply anything. It could be anything. Okay, it's not specific to anyone, right? So try to apply that you are learning in the your class. Then presentation matters. You are being watched in every interaction, starting from you are applying to the job. Okay, when how you speak, okay, how you apply, how you write response to the HR, how you speak over the calls to HR. Okay, so what I observed is sometimes when HR calls, some candidates said, ma'am, I'm busy now, can I call back after 5-10 minutes? Okay, that's make some bad impression over the interviewer. If you are in meeting or some urgent thing, then it's fine, but try to avoid these things. Okay, when how you are writing the things in email, okay, try to be proper. Okay, so you can start writing this hello or hi, the name of the HR. Okay, thanks for the opportunity. So like, so you are being watched in every interaction, so you have to keep it simple. So this is the point that I just discussed. So how you write your application. So your application should be proper. You should be, the job that or role that you are applying. It should not be confused. You should not have confused mind. Okay. Sometimes what the freshers have observed that they writes like this: job application for software developer slash software tester. Okay. So this is specific to computer or IT branch that I'm saying. Okay. But don't do like this one. Okay, if you want to be specific, then make it specific to that job. Okay, then the second point, how you respond email sent by HR. Okay, then how you respond the HR calls for interviews scheduled. Okay, so this point is also play a bigger role when you are getting hired. Okay, so keep in this mind. Okay, so this is the big, this is the impact of you on interviewer is. So this is the 100% of, take 100% you are getting hired of out of 100%. Okay, the 7% what actually is say that is impacting the interviewer, only 7%. Okay, In 38%, the quality of your voice, your grammar, and your overall confidence, that matters. Okay. Now anyone can do anything, but you should have the good confidence. Anyone can do Google and can write the lines of code. Okay, that is not the big thing. But how you are speaking, how is your grammar, how your confidence, that matters. Okay, 55%, the way you dress or we dress while giving the interview, act and walk through the door, how you go through the door. Okay, sometimes I observed that when it is a written on the door push or pull, when it is a written push, the candidates are pulling the door. When it is written pull, they are pushing the door. Okay, when you are going to the interview, okay, don't take any burden, and you should have the confidence. So and you should be attentive what is going on and what we have to do it. Okay, and you should dress the dress, as I said, the 55% dress matters. Okay, so you should have the clear formals. You should have the shoes, the black shoes, the polished black shoes. Don't use the chappals or sandals. That makes the bad impression, at least when you are the freshers. Okay, so only 7% what you know, that is impacting the interviewer. Other 93%, how your voice, how your grammar, how your confidence, how you walk through the door, how you dress, that is impacting to the interviewer. Okay, and the last statistic. Okay, 33%, the bosses know in first 90 seconds that you are going to hire or not. Okay, so in first 30 seconds, you have to make the impression. So please take in mind that whatever say, if you don't say anything in first 30 seconds, then you are not going to select it for that position, at least in that 33% cases. So if in 66%, 67%, if you make the answer good points in after 90 minutes, then you are going to hire. But there are 33% chances that you are going higher in first 90 seconds. Okay, just go to next slide. Yeah, so as I discussed, dress for occasion. You should have formals, that is clear, pressed. Formals do the best. It should not be dusty. Shoes to be polished. Personal hygiene to be taken care. You should have the shaving done. No bright colors. Then again, the next statistic, 65% bosses or interviewers said that clothes could be deciding factor between two similar candidates. Okay, if consider if there is one candidate, okay, who comes on floater or sand chappals, and another has a formals and shoes, okay, and he is good, so he's dressed well. Obviously, I'll go with that one only. Okay, so even this creates a good impact when you have the formals, uh, when you wear the formals for the interview. Okay, so make a habit of these things. Then be on time or just be bit early. Okay, don't be like when interview is scheduled at 12 o'clock and you are coming at morning 9 o'clock, that's not fine. Okay, so if it is scheduled at 2 o'clock, just be at 12 o'clock, just be at 11:50 or 11:55. Okay, no traffic doesn't matter, so you have to be on time at that place. When it is a campus placement, and if some companies are coming in the campus, you have to be on time over there. It's not like that, oh, yeah, they are coming at 10 o'clock, now will go to 2 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So you have to be on time, which demonstrate value for time, discipline, and preparation. So company may think that he doesn't have the value for time, why should I uh, wait for him? Okay, and my personal experience that while taking the interview, 90% candidates I rejected that they are not time, because they don't value the time, my time and their time as well. If the reason is genuine, then that's fine, because this is the some core qualities in good worker, like be on time. Then now consider that you went for an interview. Now wait silently for your turn. You are being watched every time. Be calm, stay silent, turn off your phone, don't watch the videos, because you are going to watch every time. It is a campus placement or off campus placement, or you are going for interview somewhere else. You are being watched every time. Maybe the HR, maybe the interviewer. Okay, so some candidates I observed like this, they came for an interview and they are watching the videos. That makes the bad impression, right? So try to avoid these things. Now consider your turn is there for an interview. Stand up, introduce yourself. So you have to make one sentence for the role that you are applying, or mentioning your role over there. Shake hands with the interviewer, and so remember the interviewer name, and keep in mind. So while giving the interviewer, take their name. So maybe the say consider, I'm giving the example to you. Consider I'm taking the interview and I introduce myself. Hey, hi, Amol this side. So I do the shake hands. So you should say like this. Hey, hi Amol, how are you? Okay. So like this, you have to be interaction. See, whatever you are, the fresher or your experience, that doesn't matter. Okay. So you have to be, now that makes the good impression on the interviewer, right? But don't overdo it, right? So you have to be take care of these things as well. Then during the interview, maintain the posture. Don't look around. Like if I'm asking the question to the you, so you have to look straight into my eyes, or the interviewer the eyes. Okay, so if the interviewer is asking question and you are looking around like this makes the bad impression over the interviewer, because he thinks that you don't value his time, or uh, you don't value him like this. Focus on interviewer, look them into their eyes, be attentive, right? So you have to be attentive. So if I ask if you get any, like if anyone asks you the question, or sorry, if the interview asks you the question, so you have to be attentive. Like, if you know the answer, then tell I know this answer. If it is not, then tell i don't have I don't know the answer. Okay, so be attentive, listen properly, don't ask to repeat the questions. Okay, so asking when you ask to repeat the question, okay, once in a while during the interview, that is fine. Sometimes there could be you could not able to understand it. Okay, or when it is over the network, or the virtual interview, there could be network issues. Then in that case, it's fine sometimes. But don't ask multiple times to repeat the question, repeat the questions. And the major thing, get your own pen for an interview. I observed multiple candidates don't have the pen. They ask the interviewer, sir, can I have a pen, please? Okay, get your own pen so you can write any answer if it is needed. After the interview, so thank the interviewer for their time, shake hands with them, restate your interest in the position. Okay, summarize your why you are one for the job, fits that position. Find out the next step that you have to do if you get selected. Okay, so these things that you have to tell them, you have to state your interest for that position. So consider if the interviewer tells that yeah, thanks, I have done with my interview. So tell like them, sir, thank you for your time, and I'm very much interested in this position. I'll be glad if I get chance to work with the company, like this. Okay, so state your interest after the interview. So what things you are being evaluated? The bag you carry, the diary you carry, the pen you carry. Okay. This is not the direct thing, but this is indirectly that interviewer is getting evaluated on these things. Right. So you have to be taken care of these things as well. So this is continue. So bosses or interviews says that 67% of the candidates don't make the eye contact. Okay. So if the interviewers is asking two questions to you, you have to make the eye contact with them. Okay. Though you know the answer or don't know the answer, that is totally fine. But you have to make the eye contact with them. If it is you don't know the answer, tell them I don't know this answer. So two section. Consciously, you will get evaluated based on analytical thinking, your communication skill, information seeking, curiosity, problem solving, that is hands-on, attitude, how your attitude is, how you are sitting, how confident you are, uh, then how responsible you are. So like this, factors that affects for your evaluation. Unconsciously, there is a body language and a presentation that also matters. Your enthusiasm for that position, posture, how you sit, stability, tone, how you say it. Okay, so if interviewer asks you, do you know this? So it should not be like, yeah, I know this. Okay, your short tone should not be like this. Your tone, it should be like this. Yeah, yes, sir, I know this. Okay, your language. Okay, how you are speaking, complaints. So don't do the much complaints about anything. Okay, maybe you're personal or professional, like they don't have given me opportunity, I didn't get a chance, I don't include this word. Okay, then the success factor, how much success you are. Are you arrogant? Okay, so some candidates I observed that when we ask the questions during the interview, they said that I know it all, I know it all. Okay, but when we ask, tell me about it briefly or tell me in detail, okay, at that time they are not able to explain it. So if you know it, okay, then only tell it. If you don't know it, tell no. Okay, so this makes, see, everyone don't know everything, right? We are student until we die, right? So if you know it, then tell. If you don't know it, tell clearly that yes sir, I don't know it, but I'll check it. Okay, so you have to be, so these factors affecting most instead of how you know about the job role. Okay, so please take care of this one. Then when someone asks, the interviewer asks, what is your greatest strength? Okay, so in this question, the interviewer is checking if you are clear about your capabilities and qualities. Oh, right. So are you that much mature for that job or not? So talk about your skills. Maybe it is technical, non-technical, your soft skill. You can say, yeah, I'm good at, my communication skill is better. Relate them to the job profile, right? So consider uh, uh, if any job is for maybe sales executive, okay, and you are applying for that and you are good at your communication skill, so tell them my communication skill is very good and that is related to this job. Yeah, so I'm good fit for this job, and give examples of your strengths, that how you have used your strengths, maybe in your extracurricular activity, during academics, or anywhere. Okay, so relate these things. So sometimes this is not maybe the salary expectation is when you are the fresher. So this questions is very less as asked for the freshers, but more to be asked for the experienced people. But if it is asked for to you as well, so interviewer is judging your relationship with money and how much you value your skills, right? So the best answer for fresher is as per the industry standards. Okay, obviously you have the choice to join them or not. Okay, but don't tell I want this much a package and because I have this much of skill when you are the fresher. Obviously, when you are experienced people, you can have those discussions. Okay, and don't ask about too much company policies in the calls or interview itself. Try to go company website, try to check their reviews over the Glassdoor, connect with their employees on LinkedIn, try to connect with them and try to get as much of data as possible through the Google or their website. Don't ask the data available to the interviewer. Then interviewer may ask you situational or behavioral questions as well. So what interviewer want to achieve is they would like to know how you do respond to specific situations, or and they can give you few mock situations as well. So you have to be you have to be attentive here, you have to be confident here, and you have to think properly in this situation. Okay, you have to cover all the scenario. So consider I'm the interviewer and I'm taking your interview. So if I give one scenario to you, so take a time to think on this. Ask the interviewer, sir, can I just give a minute to think on this one? Take your time to think on this. Okay, prepare your answer. Okay, and then tell the answer. Okay, so the example I here describe your very stressful situation from your life and how you handled it. Okay, so if someone says my dad is expired, my mom is expired during these days and this was going on, so they will ask you how you handle this situation. Okay, so you have to be prepared for the vice versa questions as well. Okay, then okay, so the interviewer sometimes may ask you, do you have any questions for me? So by this way they are judging your interest in the job, company, industry. Okay, are you really interested in that job? So if you see when you start when you apply for the job and when you complete your research or survey about that job or company, okay, you should have that list of questions that is prepared. Okay, so you have to be prepare the questions for that job, for that role. So at least you should have 1 to 2 questions, so that the interviewer also think that yeah, he is really interested to the job. Okay, don't ask the question how much leaves for that you have, your Saturday is working or not, how much leave I'll get, or do I'll need the leave in next 15 days, will I get that leave if I get selected? Don't ask this question. This should be specific to the job role or company. Okay, for this you can have the HR round after the interview, because those who are taking your interviews, they may be the technical or related to their field. Okay, so you have to be specific to be asked questions, because sometimes the interviewer will get irritated the question, and don't ask too much questions. Okay, so this is do's and don't during the interviews. Ask the intelligent questions, sketch and draw the diagrams to explain your point, do show your achievements, blog, sites, app, projects that you have done, flowcharts that you have done, demonstrate your energy, enthusiasm for the job. Okay, don't do during the interview, don't interrupt the interviewer. This is the big point. Okay, don't talk too quickly. Okay, so don't disgrace from your point. Answer questions directly. Don't use slang. Slang is like so LOL. Don't use LOL, dude. So this is not the words that you should use to the interviewer. Okay, don't use the word you don't know the meaning of. You should know the meaning of every word that you're using it. Don't be arrogant. Don't talk about your personal life. Okay, we don't care about your personal life, what's going on. Okay, until it is asked. Don't badmouth your previous employer. So in your case, it's not like that, but don't act nervous, don't be defensive, don't be forget. So you have to so during the interview you have to take care of all of these things. This plays the bigger role while applying the interview or while giving the interview. Okay, so last 3-4 slides are there. So this is not related to interview or about the dream job. Okay, so this is the 4 key points for life of work. Okay, preparing for a life of work, obsessed with customer success. Obsessed with customer success means consider you are joining the company, so always think their success. Once you and the company is thinking about their customer success, their client success. So once you think like this, then you will get only opportunities. Okay, so you have to think the customer success, whatever it is, the end client company, think about their success only. Your technology skill not get you there, your culture and attitude. Okay, so your attitude should be good. No matter, consider there are two similar experienced candidates, to they have the same skill set. But if someone is someone attitude is more good than other, then he will get to another position, the bigger position. Okay, so attitude matters. Your project, what matters? Your project, not your marks. Seriously, we don't see your marks. Okay, that is only for the shortlisting the candidates and for aptitude test, group discussion, like to shortlisting the candidates. Okay, so your project matters. So whatever things that you have done in your last year, okay, so you will get the more questions on this one. Okay, so have the deep knowledge on that one. Okay, do the complex project, you solve the real problems, preferably that never done. Okay, document it well, present it well. And when so you should know all things about your project that you have done in last year, because most of the questions, or you can say 80% of the questions, that it will be based on your project, right? So you should have the good idea about your project. So what I observed is when you divide the project the module wise to when there is a 4 student, the 4 student will do the 4 modules. So and some students don't have the idea of another model, so don't like this one. So you should have the idea of all the project work, right? Then communication, articulation, expression are the real skill of future workers, and that is also well paid. Your communication should be very good. What I observed is that when we are from the rural background, we are lagging in communication skills. So you have to improve yourself, and you have to be, uh, you know, uh, you have to be Uh, Hello, Shruti, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. So I think, yeah, I have done with the webinar. We'll go to the question answer session. Guys, if you have the questions, you can put it in question answer or the chat box. Initially, I'll go with the question answer. The first question is, how can we manage the failures in our life? Okay, so failures, see, this is not the seminar about the overcome about the failures, that you have to treat it. Okay, failure that you have to overcome it. How I can help you to overcome your failure. Okay, so that is yourself that you have to overcome about the failures. Okay, and until and unless that you come up with those failures, you will not going to success in your life. Okay, so the next question is, as a communication plays very vital role in the industry, sir, how can we master in communication? Participate in extracurricular activities. Okay, most of the things when you are in the academics, try to participate everywhere. Okay, how, even my communication skill was not that much of good until in second year. I started to be participate in extracurricular activities in the college, started to speaking in English. Okay, so this will improve your communication skill. Obviously, reading, watching, you can watch the English movies to improve your communication skill and your listening skill as well. So when you watch the English movies, and that when you are able to understand what they are saying, that plays the bigger role when you want to listen to the US UK clients. Okay, so this plays the bigger role. Okay, then next is, let me share my screen. Okay, the next question is, sir, as a today's industry look for the student who has acquired some extra knowledge by doing some extra course from online platform. So as a guide, which platforms do you prefer for student? See, I told you only 7% matters what you know. Okay, Arian, can you please mute it? I can see there is some background noise. Okay, thank you. Okay, so online platforms. See, there are lots of online platform that is available, but obviously there is no one is going to be asked that from which platform that you have done it. The question is what you did it, no matter from where you did it. You learn it from YouTube, you learn it from Udemy, you learn it from anywhere. That doesn't matter. Okay, the certificate that they are giving is don't value for the interviewer. I could see there are lots of people while taking the interview, they have the lots of certification, but they are not able to answer the simple questions. This makes the bad impression over the interviewer. If you certified in that particular course, and if you don't answer the basic questions, okay, then why you have done or how you have done it. Okay, the interviewer will get idea that if someone is attended on behalf of you. So prepare like this. Okay, then the next question from Dinkar Arya. Thank you, sir. No question because you have understanding very well. Okay, thank you. From Deepak Mani. Okay, so dear sir, how to grab internship at DRDO? Means what is the procedure to behind the scene? Why don't you type it Google how to grab the internship at DRDO? Right? The Google is there. See, I'm not working at DRDO. I don't know how to grab the internship at DRDO. What I said is that in the presentation, go to company website, check what they are offering, what their internship that they are offering. As per my knowledge, DRDO is hiring through MPSC only. So you have to go through Maharashtra Public Service Commission as per my understanding. But you have to check it. Okay, so check these things and avoid these things to the interviewer. So I already explained this thing. See, Don't ask unnecessary questions to interviewer. See, I'm not interviewer, but this is the one of the example, guys, that you don't have to ask, right? Just go to next question. Is Bhakti Yadav, what is an appropriate way to represent the resume? Font size, formatting, etc. See, that's depend. The Times New Roman is the basic font that you have to get it. The maybe you can have the font size is like 16, 18 that you have to keep it. So you have to be like when you the interviewer come, interviewer takes your CV in front of them, they should able to see it properly. It should not be like 4 pixel. Okay, so you have to be uh, uh, you have to be clear on who is reviewing the question. Don't remove the questions, Naneshwari. Okay, so yeah, that was the question. So font size, formatting. So formatting, keep it simple. I said it, 2 pages resume is more than enough. Okay, so you have to be, and what you are writing is, when you are the fresher, you should have the contact details at your front. Photo you want to attach it, that's good. Not to attach it, that's fine. Prepare one sentence elevator page that should add it to your CV. Add your percentage, that is, even we don't look at it, but add it over there. Your extracurricular activities, okay, what you have done, what projects that you have done, what challenges that you have faced, okay, tell them to the interviewer. Okay, fine. The next question from Akanksha, sir, how should we confident while giving the interviews? Okay, so how should I be confident? Like, you can be confident when you knows that how for what role that you are applying, what is how means what how to work it or how you have to work it. Say, when you are that much of confident on that one, then you can work, you can giving the answer confidently. To give the answer confidently, you should have the good communication skill. Okay, once you have the good communication skill, then uh, obviously you'll get the confidence. Whatever it is, tell yes or no to interviewer. Okay, so you have to get your confidence at your own. So you can try some mock interviews at your own. Maybe you can ask someone else to take the interview. Okay, those who are good, or you can form a one panel, including your in your student. Okay, take how for interviews, go to YouTube, check the dummy interviews, or the how your interview is be taken. Okay, check all these things, so you'll get a more idea. And the basic questions that are going to be in interview, so tell me about yourself is the basic questions. That is the first question that you are going to be asked. Okay, so you should be prepared for that question. So my name is XYZ, and I completed my Bachelor of Engineering in the XYZ field in 2020, 21, like this. I passed out in with 65, 60, 70 percentage, like this. I have done, so this is the give the basic introduction of them. When they, and don't tell until and unless until they ask in detail, don't go that much of detail. So I observed multiple times, uh, while taking the interview, I asked about tell me about yourself. They starting this the candidate is starting like this: sir, my name is XYZ. I have done the 4 projects, and I worked on this project from last 4 years, and this is my project. Don't go there. Okay, until and unless it is asked. When the interviewer asks, tell me about your projects, then only go there. Okay, because you may irritate to interviewer. Okay, so unless and until it is asked, don't tell the answer. And when interviewer asks about the particular point, if you know, then and only tell. If you don't know the answer, tell sir, I don't know. Because I observed multiple times, so when we ask the questions about the point, consider point A, I'm asking about point A, the candidate is telling about what is the point B. Okay, don't do like that one. Okay, so next go to question Pranav Avtade. Your question, sir, is it okay to shake hand with the interviewer after interview, even after this COVID situation, or we can have some other gesture? That's depend on you. You have your own sanitizer after completing the interview. So in the COVID situation, we are taking the interview over the virtually only. So it's not like that, but it's good to shake hand to the interviewer. So this makes the good impression on the interviewer. Okay, now let's me go to question next. Sunil V. Okay, how to prepare for technical interview? Will they expect in-depth or medium level? We expect only basic level, though it is a technical, non-technical. See, uh, whether it is any branch, it's mechanical, civil, computer, IT, electronics, electrical, anything. We don't expect you are master in the any technology. We ask only basic things. Okay, I'm not sure about all other branches, but as I'm to computer IT, so I can what tell you is that so be prepared about your data structures, algorithms, your basic things, that you can do it. We can ask only basic things, and your if your basic is clear and you are confident, your communication skill is good, obviously you'll get hired, because everyone is doing Google, though it is a fresher or it is a 20 years of experience. They type the Google, copy the code and paste it. That's the only that does. Okay, so prepare like that one only. And while applying the so prepare in mind. So when we are giving the interview technical wise, so you have to be keep in mind that I want to give the interview for software developer or a tester. It should not be like that. Yeah, company is coming in for testing, and let's give for a interview for testing, let's go for development. So it should not be like this. So you have to be you know uh, fix your mind what you have to work in or what you want to do it. Okay, let's go to next question. That is anonymous. Many people spend huge amount of money to make their resume attractive. Is it necessary? Absolutely no, it's not necessary. Sometimes, I'll tell you my experience. I don't see the CV. Okay, because I know that what to ask from their face. I don't see the CV. And as you when you are the fresher, why you need to spend the money on to prepare the resume? Don't do it. So basically, if it is a one page resume, it's fine. What I said is add your contact details, your project details, your academics, your extracurricular activities. Simple point, straightforward. Don't make it complicated. Okay. The next point is it necessary to keep our CV colorful like modern templates or MS Word third-party website, or simple CV or white background and the minimalistic editing can work? How far the interview is really interested in CV? Depends. See, that is totally depends on interviewer, but 80 to 90% interviewers are not interested in your CV. They don't have time to see your CV. Okay, they see how you sit, how you come, do you bring the pen, what bag you carry, what diary you carry, how your communication skill, how much you are attentive, how much your listening skill. That factors are much more matters, because we know that you learned the 4 years in your engineering. Okay, so you can do something at least when it is asked. So colorful CV doesn't matter. If you want to make it, you can make it simple CV. If there are two CVs which is simple and is colorful, that doesn't matter for us, at least for me. Okay. Bhakti, I think Bhakti want to speak it. Can anyone just mute her, unmute her? Okay, Bhakti, can you say your point? Unmute and say your point. I think she is not interested. Okay. Uh, let's go to next point. Sunil is showing if JD matches 50%, 60% of your resume, is it to be proceed for that company to give the interview? Yeah, it is fine. 50, 60%. See, you can acquire your skills. Whenever it is. See, I said that if it is your dream job, you want to work it, go with that one. If it is not, skip that one. Okay, let's go to next question. Dear sir, how do you become multidisciplinary person? Is it to be required? Really, it depends on you. If you want to be, you want to be. If you don't want, you don't. That doesn't matter. Okay, I think we have done with question answer. Is it in the chat? Let me see the chat. So I think we have done those questions. Let me go over the chat once again. Oh, okay, what is the criteria do they follow while recruiting? That depends. Criteria, see, criteria in terms of, I'm not sure the criteria that you are asking. Criteria is, uh, see, criteria is when you are the freshers. When you have experience, no one asks you, Mas, what do you have 40% or you have 80%? That doesn't matter for us. Even consider if you clear the aptitude test while the campus, okay, aptitude test and JD, and if I'm taking your technical interview, that doesn't matter for me how much percentage that you have. Okay. Why we should take the diary and pen with us? Because you may have to, the interviewer may ask you to draw something or to write something. That is the reason you should have not at least diary, but at least you should have the pen with you. Okay, because asking the pen to recruiter or the interviewer, that's makes something bad impression. Okay, so diary in the sense you have the CV with you, so at least you should get your pen. If it is if you get the diary, it's well and good. I suggest to go with that one to do the rough work or to show something to them. Okay, how to improve communication skill, that I already said. You have to be participate in extracurricular activity, try to watch English movies. There are some, listen some English inspirational videos over the YouTube. That's thing that you can do it. Okay, how to prepare a technical interview, that is already answered. Faiz Khan, what is the more crucial completing task on time or doing it right way? I'm not getting the exact question. What is the more crucial, completing task on time or doing it right way? I did not get your question, Faiz. Please write it once again in detail. What Junaid is saying is that many people spend huge amount of money. Okay, that is already answered. Sir, is it okay? Is it okay to put our achievement in resume, which we got before HSC, SSC, or we should put achievement which we got in a span of graduation only? See, graduation, you should put it, whatever it is, achievement, but don't put it too small achievement in your CV. Okay, if you passed out as HSC with 90%, that is not your achievement. You can't write I passed HSC with 90%. That is not your achievement. Okay, so you can add it, but add it the good that will make the good impression over the interviewer. Okay, so next question: what are the top 3 skills that interviewer expect from the candidate in technical and HR round? What we need to take care while interview? That I already explained. What you have to take care while the giving interview. What are the technical 3 skills that you? I said that the 7% that we are expecting. How, what you know, right? So technical skill, that is, see, totally depends on in which in which role or the company that you are applying. If you are applying for technical back office, right, so that depends on the roles and the job responsibilities. Okay, so this is not the interview, so I cannot tell you the technical skills that is required. Right, I can see, okay, fine. I think, okay, so we have done with the most of questions, answers. Anyone have any questions, answer, please let me know. If someone raised the hand, is there anyone want to have the questions? Please raise your hands over the Zoom. Otherwise, we can drop it now. Okay, fine. I don't see any questions from student side. So thank you all of you for your time. And I hope you got it, what I explained. Okay, so try to be focused. And, if you apply all these things, while applying or while giving the interview, there are 99% chances that you will get success in your first attempt itself. All right, clearing the aptitude, clearing the JD after. So this is the two part. After completing this two part, if you follow all these steps, what I mentioned here, there are 99% chances that you will get success in your first attempt. Okay, so this is my suggestion to all of you. Please take care of all these things, and thank you SARC, thank you Thakur sir, thank you Patare sir for providing me this opportunity. Thank you all of you. So I hope everyone got what I said for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's really a wonderful session. And I must say, all this information is helpful for our participants and for me also. Yes, truly speaking, it's a really wonderful session. So going towards vote of thanks. The best and beautiful thing in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt by the heart. Thank you. Is one such prayer among them. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. Today, my words are not enough to express gratitude. On behalf of our college, I would like to thank our expert for today's session, Mr. Amol Rokde sir, for such a wonderful and informative session. I hope the knowledge gained from today's session will surely help us to excel in our career. Heartfelt thanks go out to all our faculties who are second parents, who always stand by us, guide us, lead us, and motivate us. We feel proud and thank you for making us feel happy with our and your presence at this event. I thank all the students for showing their interest in this program. Last but not the least, I thank all the members of Student Alumni Relationship Cell and all the members who took their immense efforts to make this event successful, and also wants to congratulate all of them. Once again, thank you very much to all who assembled here, and hereby I declare the event to be successfully completed.
Yeah, thank you. Just I missed one point to be shared. Sorry, yes, the student, what I'll suggest to student, connect with the previous alumni via LinkedIn, connect them over the LinkedIn. Try to be touch, try to be search, the jobs over the LinkedIn. There are lots of many jobs that are getting posted over LinkedIn, Naukri, create your profiles. Try to be in touch, So when we have the vacancy, you will get those ideas, those updates of the job. So try to be in touch of the alumni of the college. So create your LinkedIn account, see the post, get it regularly when you are in the third year or last year. So that would be my suggestion to everyone. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, and all the best for your future too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Amol, for your nice interaction.
Yeah.
just of course, officially your program is over, but
Yeah.
really, Miss, you have put forward very important points, how to prepare yourself. And you are rightly pointed out that whatever your achievements are there, if you can create the group with the alumni and you can go on posting, so really you will get a lot of appreciation and recognition. And definitely, for example, let you know that one of my mechanical student,
Yeah.
even though his final year project evaluation, everything is over, still is continuing on that project. And
Right.
he is putting, and I am also sharing because I have a bulk contact. And
Right.
because of that, he's getting a lot of appreciation that
Right.
yes, real problem we are doing like industry. So
Mhm.
I personally suggest that if whatever the additional things you are putting, you put into a social platform, and the people like me definitely will share in my own group, so that
Right.
you will get the wide recognition. And maybe a persons like you, maybe in your domain area, if you can identify this, this is a real guy for me, you will definitely approach him, because
Right.
right people are not available as per the industry experts like you.
Right.
And you are really pointed out, particularly behavioral things are very important. Like for example, a couple of time when I am hiring for my faculty, so many a time technically they are very good, but sometimes their behavior, attitude, and all these things are really responsible for their failure in the interview.
Right.
You are rightly pointed out that we should not ask for the leave, we should not ask for about the timing, we should not ask about the location, because if you say that okay, if it is in Pune, sir, I will join, otherwise not possible. So I think
Mm.
that such type of interview, if you are asking your queries like this, then you are making yourself rejected. That is 100%
Right.
sure. So at a
Right.
younger age, you should say that, sir, no problem, anytime, anywhere, any profile which you fit that I can help your company. Such interaction will definitely motivate the panel to think about you. So
Mhm.
really very good inputs you have given. Really thankful to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was
Thank you.
listening to all the session.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Seeing you after much years.
After long time, long
Yeah,
time.
after long time. Yeah, it was the whatever that the student is missing, what is expected us to be fresher when we the industry, any company that they are hiring is only very less percent that what exactly they know. They check what exactly they know. What they are checking is that their communication skill, attitude, their confidence, how much they are confident they can do it. Because someone may get hired. See, lots of mechanical student is also getting hired in the IT industry, that you know as well, right?
Yes.
So say they may have the less sense of programming languages, but they are getting hired in the IT industry because of they are confident, their communication skill is good, they are attentive, right? So right, so I'm particular to IT industry. I can see lots of electronics, mechanical, those students are coming to IT industry as well, along with some of working there as well. They are coming. If they can make the success in the IT, the mechanical can student can make the success in IT. Why don't IT or computer student can don't make the success in IT? Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, you have to be confident, you have to be you have to improve your skills, you have to be attentive, you have to listen carefully. And when you are if the interview is on Zoom or Zoom call, Google Meet, you have to be in good network area, you know. I have taken today one interview with one of the candidate. His network was too much bad, so I rejected him, and he is not able to speak in English as well. I'm asking the question in English, and he is answering the answers in Hindi. Okay, so this makes the bad impression over the interviewer. So we so student has to take care of all these things, even attire, their dressing sense. They should
Yes.
have
Yes.
the shoes to be polished. The dress should not be dusty. So please take care of all these things. It's my request to all of them.
Yes, yes. Because just before concluding, I want to share one experience that when such interviews like as you shared, actually he was moving in the lawn or somewhere outside home, and he was
Yeah.
appearing for interview, and simply has given a very bad remark to our HR, our TPO.
Okay. Hello. Shruti, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are
Okay.
audible.
Okay. I think, sir, we dropped, sir, right? There is some-
Thanks for your
Yeah.
very wonderful interaction.
Sorry, I think we dropped you, sir, in between. We did not hear you. Sorry, what you said? The interview was going on in the lawn, so that's what we heard.
The candidate was just moving and then he
Okay.
was giving the answer. So
Right.
that was really very bad attitude from our side. It shows that how we are casual about your approach for interview.
Right.
The
Your
things should
approach.
happen in a proper way. There are some etiquettes we have to follow.
Right.
And
Right.
for a freshers, particularly, all these things are expected because that think about your personality is more important. Plus
Right.
minus technical, you are people to train them, groom
Mhm.
them. That is not a big issue. But if your attitude is not good, no one can train you.
Right. Right.
That's
When you are
that is more
giving,
important.
yeah, when you are giving all of you the interviews, you have to be in silent room. Okay. There
Yes,
should be
yes.
close your door. You are giving on the
Correct.
phone or laptop. That is totally fine. You want to use the phone or laptop. Close
Yes,
your
yes.
door. No one is allowed to enter your room. Check you have the proper internet connection. Okay. See,
Correct.
internet disconnection could be happen. Okay, I started the I started the webinar, and immediately my electricity gone, and my broadband is went off. Okay, then again I connected my mobile hotspot. Okay, so this could happen 1-2 times. That is totally fine. Okay, but interviewer is repeating the question, and you are asking multiple times to them what is the question. So that is not the good point. That's make the bad impression.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So I think we have done.
So at the last, again, I would like to welcome you in person to campus once the lockdown and everything, and our students will be in the campus, so that we can have the online interaction with the student really. Because actually, similar points couple of years before I have addressed, and almost most of the points I am saying same thing. What you address, that how to prepare yourself, and
Okay.
in your particularly in your resume, if you can highlight what additional work you have done, then you are driving the interview.
Right.
Already I'm telling the students that there are two ways. One is that you are keeping the open platform for the person to ask you, and other way is that you are writing some of your achievement in a such a way that the interview will be excited to know about that achievement. So
Right.
it means that you are pulling them towards your domain area, and definitely then you can give the answer very comfortably rather than asking in a black box where any questions can be asked.
Right.
So yes, yes. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again,
Obviously, I'll be there once the lockdown and everything seems to be normal.
yes.
We'll be there once in
Okay.
after
So
all
thank you
things are good.
and have a good night and have a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
day.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, all of you. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, thank you.